We're back in Harajuku. It's so good to be back here. It's been quite a few years since I've been here. It was actually in 2019, 4 years ago. And I've heard that quite a few places have closed down. So today I'm really interested to see what's different in Harajuku. How has it changed? I'm really hoping it's not all going to be empty shops and shutters down Takeshita Street. But today we're going to find out. One big thing that's definitely changed in Harajuku is the station. The old station was so beloved by everyone with that old wooden building, but it couldn't take the capacity anymore of how many people come here, so they've rebuilt it to the new Harajuku Station, which I know a lot of people don't like. They say it's ugly. I wouldn't say it's a total eyesore in person. Maybe it doesn't have the character of the old one or quite its charm, but it's not offensive. Here's inside the new station. It's not the hugest station atrium, but I don't think the old station even had an area like this. You just went straight along a corridor to the platforms. There's a konbini. I think there's a coffee shop upstairs. There's also a good view of the trains from this bridge. There's the Yamanote line going by.
We found some stamps at Harajuku Station.
Yeah, it's Meiji Shrine, the stadium at Yoyogi Park. This one's the same, and we've got a nice picture of the stand as well. And there's another stamp right next to it. I was hoping it was going to be a stamp of this guy. I don't know who they are or why they've got a weather vane on the top, but it's one of the new style station stamps. Actually, it's got the weather vane in the design the same. This is Hararin, the mascot of Harajuku Station. The weather vane on their head is the same as the one on the old Harajuku Station. Overlapped a bit there. Doing not too bad on the stamp collection now though. We didn't find any yesterday though, so we've got to keep it up today.
These guys here doing stamps have got the proper stamp rally sheet. It looks like they're doing really well as well.
There's also some colouring in sheets here right by the stamp. There are some fun things at this station. We've got some trains. Ah, and it's the old Harajuku Station. We miss you. If you want to go to Takeshita Street, the main shopping street in Harajuku, when you come out the station, it's not right there. You need to come out, turn left, and go down this street, and then it'll be on the right. You'll see the entrance. It's really colourful, and it's probably where everyone will be going in. It seems kind of strange there's an IKEA in Harajuku now, but there is, and there's one in Shibuya as well. The IKEA cafe actually has some quite good vegetarian and vegan options. In September and October they have a themed menu for Halloween. This new complex with IKEA and Uniqlo is called With Harajuku, and it says here you can get to Takeshita Street this way. So that's definitely something new. With Harajuku opened in 2020, the same year as IKEA. There's Doc Martens, Starbucks, a wine bar. Looks like a Snoopy shop, some other shops as well. It doesn't feel very Harajuku in here. This feels like it could be anywhere. There is another exit to the station, which is right opposite Takeshita Street. So if you come out of this one, you'll just need to go across the road to get to the main street. There's a loudspeaker up here that just now said, "Hello everyone, welcome to Harajuku." That's definitely a new thing. Good to see that Paris Kids is still here. That will always be here. It'll never go away. They've got loads of accessories, hair stuff and costume jewellery. This is where you come out onto Takeshita Street if you go through With Harajuku, that new shopping complex we were just in. The architecture of the building does look interesting from this side though. I think this might be new, a puppy cafe. I tend to steer clear of all animal cafes because they don't always put animal welfare as their top priority. I'm sure that's not the case everywhere, but just to be on the safe side. And I think this kebab kiosk across the road is new as well. I've seen kebab shops in a couple of places now, which I don't remember seeing much in Japan before. W Heart C, not sure how you're supposed to say that, now has Punyas on the ground floor, which is Naomi Watanabe's fashion brand. They've got lots of really fun designs with food and lots of different colours. I'm sure this shop used to have more clothes, but now it's got a lot more accessories and plushies and character merch. Not necessarily a bad thing because it is super cute. I'd guess this is because of the increase in tourists who are more likely to buy cute merch than kawaii fashion. And behind me, a building has just completely disappeared. They're doing some sort of construction. Something has definitely changed. I'm not sure exactly what was here before, but I wonder what they'll build in its place. This used to be a shop called Marché Harajuku and a sticker shop called Midge Factory. This is something new. Cipla is a gachapon shop with loads of gachapon machines.
Trying to work out what this machine is. Digital C-pit. Is it backdrops for taking pictures of your gachapon figures?
You might, yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's going to be displayed for 2 minutes now. You can put your gachapon on and take lovely photos of them. More than 500 gachapon machines upstairs as well.
There seem to be more and more of these kinds of shops around Japan, I guess because they're easy to run without needing many staff. And I am not complaining, I love gachapon. In fact, since I filmed this, in December 2023, yet another one opened on Takeshita Street called Capsule Lab. This is a shop just on a little side street of Takeshita Street, and it definitely used to have lots of cute stuff. I remember all the cute stickers on the windows. I don't know when this changed, it could have been a few years ago now, but now it's some sort of plain clothes shop, and downstairs sells school uniforms. If you like cute things, my mini guide to kawaii Tokyo has all the cutest things to do, not just in Harajuku, but all around Tokyo. It has cute cafes, things to do, and a shopping guide with recommendations from myself and Tofu Cute, who are experts in kawaii, bringing you Japanese snacks, plushies, and stationery. Basically, all the best things. You can get the book from my shop, cakeswithfaces.co.uk, or from Tofu Cute with worldwide shipping. This shop, The Shiner, isn't new. They used to have a stall in the Backstreets, but it didn't used to be here. They got sort of novelty snacks, rainbow cheese corn dog, garlic butter potato rolls, candy orange. This shop used to be AC/DC Rag, which is one of my favourite shops. They had about 5 or 6 shops along Takeshita Street. I've got so many of their clothes. This one's shut down now, but they do still have one shop here. At least it hasn't gone away completely. AC/DC Rag's opening a second store on Takeshita Street. It'll be opening on the 15th of February 2024. You'll have to go upstairs to get in. I'm looking forward to visiting it soon. And obviously that longest has moved. That used to be further along Takeshita Street. They do super long tornado potatoes, cheese corn dogs as well. There's a lot of cheese corn dogs. And Strawberry Fetish is a new shop as well. They do candy strawberries. This shop has changed so much. I remember when it used to be Etude House. Here's some more construction work going on. Something's completely walled off. And opposite, there's some more construction as well. This used to be a clothes shop called Snowberry, and Angel's Heart Crepes, and another clothes shop. I don't think we've lost anything too major here, apart from the crepes, and there are still plenty of other crepe stands, but this is a large section of construction walls. Universal Music Store has now opened up here, which hosts pop-ups for various music artists, with merch and things like photo booths. The first one's for the Rolling Stones. Here's where the last remaining AC/DC Rag shop is. It's off a side street from Takeshita Street. This is a sad one. Somewhere along here, I'm not quite sure which shop it was where my favourite shop, Listen Flavour, was, which has now gone away. But they are still operating, they just have an online store now. I was wrong about this. Listen Flavour is further along. We'll see it in a minute. Takeshita Street is actually about 400 metres long. We've just come down one of these side streets, and you'd never know there are all these tiny little alleyways here. It has a really different feel. It's a bit European feeling in a way, and it's a lot quieter if you wanted to take a kind of winding shortcut past all the crowds on Takeshita Street. If you've ever seen photos of people by the fountain in Harajuku, it's right here in the back streets, very close to Takeshita Street. If you want to find it, search on Google Maps for Ocean Tokyo Sunny, which is the hair salon that's right next to it. This is a new shop. It looks kind of a bit too clean for Harajuku, if you know what I mean, like you'd find it in a normal shopping mall. But the clothes are very cute. They look really similar in style to ones I've seen in Shibuya 109.
So after saying I thought this shop didn't look very Harajuku, I actually found some nice hoodies in there. And the prices were a lot lower than I expected, because it looks like quite a stylish sort of shop. I thought it'd be quite expensive. The hoodies I got were reduced. They were about 3,000 yen each. The full price ones were about 4,500, 5,000 yen, which is really not that bad, particularly as they're not just plain hoodies, they all had custom things or extra bits sewn on or extra styling.
The original longest is still there, So now there's 2 of them on the same street. It's a lot of longest. And Closet Child is still there. They sell second-hand clothes. This one specialises in Vivienne Westwood. And just up here is the other Closet Child store. That's got lots of Lolita clothes and brand clothes, but obviously because they're second-hand, they cost a lot less than they would new. Here's some more construction. It's another building that's just gone. So hopefully there'll be something new there soon. Every time I come to Harajuku, there's more and more rainbow snacks. Now we've got rainbow cat bread. I think it's because when tourists come here, if they're not interested in the fashion, they will buy rainbow novelty snacks. So that's why there's more and more of them and less of the clothes.
Cute Cube is still there, going strong as ever since 2013. Here's where you can find a Sanmyo store, Candy a Go-Go, and the Pom Pom Purin cafe. Super cute.
There's another strawberry fetish with the candied strawberries. There was one just up there that would take you minutes to walk to.
It's literally only 100 meters away. Upstairs, Koguma Cafe is a small cafe for fans of K-pop and J-pop.
This is new. It's some kind of banana snack kiosk. They've got banana juice, I think, and various banana treats. And Happy Socks never used to be here either. That's a brand that I've bought from online. I'm not sure where they're based. Their shop seems to be shut, so I don't know if it's closed down or just not open at the moment. Yeah, they haven't closed down, they're just not open on the 1st and 3rd Wednesday of the month.
Yosuke is a shoe shop with amazing platform trainers. Unfortunately, this part of the street also has quite a lot of stalls selling cheap t-shirts, and I've got to just call it tourist tat. It's all very non-authentic.
Well, there's an empty shop on the corner, and we're almost at the end of Takeshita Street. It's the same as ever in here. I recognise a lot of these shops. Love Toxic, Pink Latte. Doesn't look like this has changed.
More and more every time. It's so windy.
Got your hair out.
I'm going to have to face this way.
Yeah.
It's so windy. More and more every time I come to Harajuku, there's more touristy shops selling just printed t-shirts and caps that say Tokyo and Japan and sunglasses and things. Just watch out for them. They're not the original spirit of Harajuku. They're what's crept in since it's become so popular to come here and it's become so touristy. Watch out for touts along Takeshita Street. You usually see a few of them there. I think they're trying to get you to come into their shops around the back streets that I'm guessing are quite overpriced. So just ignore them and carry on walking. At the end of Takeshita Street, there's one of the 3D animated billboards that you see in several places now. This one's sponsored by Beams.
This is one of my favourite hidden spots in Harajuku. If you go to the end of Takeshita Dori, turn left and then walk until you see this gate. It's Togo Shrine. It's such a lovely spot. Looks like there's some plum blossoms out today as well. Togo Shrine's gone a bit more high tech with this big touch screen with tourist information. There's a map and it's got information about how you should behave at the shrine, your manners, and the different good luck charms you can get here. For some reason it's also got height measurement on the end. I'm not sure why.
It's the perfect place to escape the busy shops for a moment.
Sorry fishes, I don't have any food for you. Sometimes they have fish food here, but there's none out at the moment. There's a yellow one. Oh, they're trying to eat the leaf. I think they are. They're expecting food.
Now we're headed into Uraharajuku, the back streets, which are much less touristy and a lot more relaxed. It's quite a maze, so I don't know every part of it as well, but it feels like things haven't changed here as much as on Takeshita Street.
I was drawn down a side street by seeing the giant avocado, and it's a cafe that specialises in avocado cuisine. That's definitely my sort of thing. They've got a QR code that you can scan outside to get the menu. It looks nice. Here's one of my favourite shops, B-Side Label. They have such cool stickers. It's like a mini art gallery.
We got a few things in B-Side Label. It's probably my favourite shop in Harajuku now, actually. We got some stickers, which are about 200 and 300 yen each. I got some earrings, and Phil got some t-shirts, which are about 3,500 yen. So it's not a cheap shop, but they do have really good designs, which are all their own original designs. And I think if you like something, you should support it. We don't want to see it closed down like some of the other shops here.
Not noticed this shop before in the back streets, Sutang Hobby. Looks like they've got a lot of Gunpla and some other figures. Now let's take a quick look around Kiddyland, which has 5 floors packed with character merch. All the most popular cute characters are here. We've seen this character around a lot in the prizes in the UFO catchers, and they're right at the front, the first display you see when you come in Kiddyland. There's a whole Funashi section at the end called Funashi Land. Hamster section. I didn't expect to find a stamp here at Kiddyland in with Chikawa. The stamp is much bigger than the ink pad. Oh, it's sideways. Came out well though. Cute. Oh, it's a collab with Sumiko Garashi and Baskin Robbins. That's why everything's ice cream themed. This big busy road which goes through the Meiji-Dori intersection is Omotesando, which has lots of high-end designer brand shops, and Kiddyland next to Breitling. We're going to take a look inside Popmart. It's a shop that has blind box figures. They've got quite a few branches around Tokyo now that have just appeared quite recently. There's several in Shibuya. Some of Popmart's blind boxes are original characters and some are existing brands like Disney and the Moomins. I like how the shop's decorated with sculptures of their characters. There's also a branch of Baby the Stars Shine Bright, almost right next to Popmart. It's upstairs, and Milk's next door as well. That's on this main street. If you like cute fashion, the basement floor of La Ferrette is worth a look. It's got concessions like Angelic Pretty, Baby the Stars Shine Bright, other Lolita brands, and the bottom floor is alternative. Even though it looks like a regular department store, it's worth a look. We just went in the Galaxy store in Harajuku, and they've got all fun things for you to do in there, including a level by TeamLab. So the theme is collecting, studying and releasing sea creatures, and it's all like you're underwater, and they give you a Galaxy phone obviously because it's all for advertising really, and you can shoot sea creatures and put out a net to catch them, and then you can study what you found, and then you swipe up to release them back into the wall. Can you demonstrate how to shoot them?
So you can shoot them by pulling back.
You shoot them with an arrow.
And if you get it right.
And you caught a bluefin tuna.
I did. Endangered.
Oh, you better put it back.
So then there's information about it, and the more you catch of that type, the more information you get. And then you put it back. And the other thing you can do is cast a net onto the floor. So you throw that down.
There it is. Here comes some. Go on, go in the net. It's really pretty actually.
I never knew what a splendid alfonso was.
I had one of them at the sushi place.
Yeah.
It's least concern, most delicious.
When I saw there was a TeamLab thing in there, I thought it would be just a little display on one wall maybe, but it was a whole room that you could walk around and interact with, and it was really fun. It was pretty as well actually. And then we went onto another floor where they had a YouTube shorts thing, and we kind of didn't know what was going on most of the time because it was all in Japanese, but we took some pictures with a Japanese comedy YouTuber, I don't know who it was, and we played some games, and at the end you get a stamp for every floor you visit, and then you get to play the gacha machines and get a little prize. I got nothing, so I got a sticker, but Phil got a cherry blossom sweet. All of that's free because it's to advertise Samsung Galaxy really, and you don't need to reserve to do the TeamLab thing either. You can just walk up and wait. We were just waiting there for about 5 or 10 minutes and then we could go in. This is now changed to a dinosaur theme where you collect dinosaurs instead of sea life, but the overall principle is the same. And I think it's really great that it's free. Now we'll take a walk back up Takeshita Street. I was wrong, Listen Flavours down this street. The sign's still there, but the shop isn't.
Ooh, this is a new thing I don't recognise, with a giant strawberry.
This is actually a dorayaki store called Yurinan. Look how good they look. They often do collabs with characters. At the moment they've got Kuromi dorayaki. We just bought some t-shirts and sweatshirts in Punyas. It's really good actually. They've got, the sizes are 1 to 4 and both of us were size 1 because they do plus sizes and they go up to quite big. And they've got lots of really cool designs with Japanese food and really bright colours and patterns. We just spotted this AC/DC bag and Listen Flavour on the 2nd floor, so we're gonna have a look. That's inside the Silhouette. Drug Honey was a store that closed down here as well. I came back to Takeshita Street another day after all the shops had closed, and it was interesting that it had a completely different vibe at night when hardly anyone's there. It actually felt a bit shady, which is quite unusual. I don't feel that very often in Japan, but it's not like that at all when it's bright and busy in the daytime. There's a Peanuts Snoopy theme cafe. This is just on the way from with Harajuku to Takeshita Street. I am alive. Oh, the pancakes are cute. The other food isn't super themed. Special room. I'm not sure if these are rooms that you can rent upstairs or something. I see what these are now. I can see them over the other side of the cafe. They're like booths that have little curtains so you get your own private little room. So it's been interesting to see how Harajuku's changed since the last time I was here in 2019. If I'm honest, I've got to say I don't think it's changed for the better. It does feel like there's less clothes here, or fewer clothes, less clothes, and more snacks and merch. There is cute merch, which is nice, but there's also a lot of touristy stuff, which there always has been some, but it does seem like there's more of that sort of thing now. It feels like Harajuku isn't so much a place for independent Harajuku fashion anymore. I'm sure it changed a lot before I even came here first in 2010. I would love to visit Harajuku as it was in the 90s when there were more people dressed up and Decora was really popular, but places do change over time. If you are into Harajuku fashion, it is definitely still worth coming here because there are still some good shops and a lot of brands you'll recognise. And there's that new shop where I bought some hoodies that looks really good. I'm really glad that's opened up.